Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. It's that time again. It's tarot time with Cindy. It means we're doing a general collective reading. Gonna get right into the Lace of Destiny Oracle deck. Let's see what your story is, my dear collectives. Do you like? Did anybody see any faces or anything yet in the There's something weird about this one. It's like these two and then a head. I know. I didn't try to make any faces. I didn't the last time either. But it's interesting how y'all start to see stuff. Okay. Collective. Over here, fox. All right, we have the fox card. And then we have, interesting, child fire. What's that? Child fire. It's like there's something going on here behind the scenes that a child is unaware of. What's the fox doing? The fox, okay. This is going to be interesting. I don't know where this is going. We're just going to I'm just going to tell you what I'm seeing. There's a child, the child could represent an actual child, right? It could be a real child, somebody's child. It could also be an inner child here, like some sort of like the sweet, pure, innocent part of oneself. Now, I know that it could be anyways, the immediate idea here is this child is full of fire. You know, a child can be quite creative and fun and exciting, but then they can also be like really destructive and turmoilish and chaotic all of a sudden, which is the elements of fire. But there's something else where this fire feels like something that is going on around the child, but they're unaware of it. So again, read it as you would like. Like for some of you, it's going to be your inner child, and for some of you, it's an actual child. The fox feels like a guardian in this reading. And the fire feels dangerous, right? Like fire can be. It feels very dangerous. It also feels like this child is completely unaware of what this fire, this firestorm is, this elemental force surrounding them or that's behind them. The fox is watching the child, but when I look at the fox, I see concern. Like it's like the fox sees the child almost, you know, it could be a female. I mean, mother animals often have very strong instincts towards children. Now, sometimes depending on what it is, if it's prey, they might just eat it. But it's almost like this fox is looking at the child with concern. Like it's seeing something that's been starting to develop here. Or it's more like the fox doesn't want to be seen. The fox doesn't want to be seen, but it's still watching. There's some shit going on here. Like real intense. And the fox is watching. I don't know why the fox doesn't want to come out and be seen. Because you think, okay, well, if the fox felt that this child energy here was in danger because of this fire, the fox could just go and just, you know, maybe playfully lure the child away, pick the child up by the scruff of the neck or by the clothing or something, and take them out of the danger zone. This child is in the danger zone. But now the child is also surrounded by water. So just bear with me. This story is coming out all on its own here. So the child is actually, as they are sitting in their own little innocence there, they found a spot that's safe from the fire, right? They found a spot that's safe from the fire. They're surrounded by the water. And it is the fox watching, like saying, okay, don't move. Just stay right there, right there, as this fire goes through. You just stay right in that spot there, surrounded by the water in the stream, and you'll be okay. And then, but yet I feel like the fox, so the fox also feels like to me, it wouldn't allow any harm to come to the child. But the fox puts itself at risk if it, to have to come out, almost to have to come out and rescue this child. But it only feels like the fox would have to rescue the child if the child, for some reason, decided, I'm bored with the flowers, I'm going to wander away from the water. Then I feel like the fox would take action, but it puts the fox in a bit of its own danger. I mean, it's not the fire. Who makes the fire? There's something else going on here that feels like it could even be, the fire could even be something that is meant to flush out the fox. Like almost, I don't know what these forces are that we're talking about. And this is, I forgot what my special word was when I'm telling stories that are like, the whole thing is a metaphor. It represents just like energies in themselves, right? Oh, I forgot what that's called. Someone remind me in the comments. Allegory. My allegory. My allegory. So it's almost like this fire element would maybe not necessarily do anything to harm the child, but it would see like how close it could get to trigger the fox. It's such a very odd energy. And it's interesting because as these cards came out, this came out all by itself over there, and this came out together. Sorry, I'm just deciding if I want to keep using this deck. I think I'm not gonna go to the tarot yet. What's under? Ooh, bondage. Maybe the fox can't move. The fox is watching that child like, just be careful, just be careful, just be careful. It's also giving me this feeling too. It's kind of funny actually that I say that it's a fox here watching this child, and it feels very like caring and loving towards the child, because the fox it's described in one of the decks as the perfect partner. It's loyal, tenaciously loyal. It's a good parent. It's a good partner. It's like, and right, it's enacting one of those right now. It's watching that child. And it's almost like, let's say it's like a baby fox. Okay, this is the baby fox. It's as if this fox wandered away from the den to go and get food or whatever. And then it's found itself in like an animal trap or something, like that we can trap it, and it can't move. It can't get. And it's just like sitting there, just watching, like, just stay there and you'll be safe. Stay there and be safe. Because this feels like it could even be something sort of like a predator trying to flush out, or trying to look like, if a baby deer, they don't have any scent for the first, I don't know how long it is, first few weeks or maybe even months that they're born, and they hide and they don't move. They just lay in the grass, and a predator can walk right by them because they won't smell them if the baby deer doesn't move. There's something like that going on here. I'm wondering, I feel like if you're coming to this reading, I feel like you're either the fox or the child. Everybody's going to be a little bit different. If you're the child, I feel like there's someone here, or if you have a child, that could be it too. But let's say this is an inner child energy, like it's the innocence and the sweetness and the kindness and the curiosity, just, for the sakes of their existence, without, like, look at her. She's so innocent. Anyone could come up to her and she'd probably take their hand and walk off with them. And it's just really like it needs to be protected. And this is what this fox is doing. It's sitting there, but it's not, I don't know why but the fire feels like it's predatory. And the bondage is really getting me, like, as the fox is tied up. Okay, tell me more about the fox. Tell me more about the fox. Tell the collective more about the fox. Oh, look, speed. It's like the fox is trying to get there. So now, so the fox is fast. It's a fast changing situation. Is the fox involved in a situation that's changing quite quickly? The fox feels like speed is a necessity here. The fox feels as though speed is a necessity. So now this also looks like, okay, maybe the fox isn't tied up, but it almost feels like, right? Like, let's say the fox is quite a distance away and it's got a perspective here. The child is down in a valley in the water. The fox is way up high. It's got to go down a hill. It's got to come across to get to where the child is, right? Because this is floating around. It's floating around and it feels dangerous. See, the fox senses like there's necessity here. There's necessity for speed and swiftness. The fox is also very quick. Can you tell me about the fire? Can you tell me about the fire? Wow, solitude. That's intense. Doesn't it look like this landscape is barren, like fire's gone through? And the landscape is barren. Is the fire trying to put the child into solitude? What is this? The fire is solitude. I can't get to anyone. The fire is, okay, tell me about the child. She's so cute. I just see her. She's like her daisies are falling in the water, and she's like, "Does that look like my daisies from the water? My daisies." But it's almost like oh, they're gone. But then the curiosity of where are they going? Just to see, like, where does that go then? Where are they going? Like almost that. Oh my gosh, those were my daisies, and then it suddenly turns into, oh, they float. Where are they going? Oh, the child is in sorrow? The child is in sorrow. Why does, okay, the child is in sorrow. Isn't it interesting? Like it's a mother and child here. Is the child's mother in sorrow? Or is like one of the parents of the child in some type of sorrow? Because now it's like a child trying to console the parent. The child is moved to console this parent. Okay, so that's not good. Because a child shouldn't be responsible for helping an adult to feel better. The fire creates solitude. What has gone on here? The fox, why does the fox give it speed? Okay, every single card that came out to clarify was a situation card. The fox got the situation of speed. The fire got the situation of solitude. And the child got the situation of sorrow. Isn't that interesting? Why we have speed? Why do we need speed? Why is speed here? Cross. Oh, geez, that's interesting. Cross is why we have speed here. Is some sort of spiritual requirement, commitment? It could be like a divine intervention. Some type of a divine intervention. Why does the fire create solitude? Or why is the fire in solitude? Because of slowness. Isn't that crazy? Because the fox is speed. The fox is speed. The fire is in solitude. I want to say it could be a creative block. It could be something going on here. Somebody's inner child. Okay. Someone's inner child here could be having a creative block. They could also be, there could be sorrow and solitude here. There's sorrow and solitude. That has something to do with a child or maybe somebody's inner child. But this inner child, no, I feel like the inner child is, okay, if this is an inner child, it's trying to talk to the adult in you. If this is your inner child, she or he, however you identify, is trying, I'm just going to say she because she's so cute. I have to keep saying she for her, and there she is again. And she's trying to reach like sort of like the adult part of you. She's trying to get in, like trying to, don't be sad. Okay, the way I described her looking at her daisies, like she went to the trouble, she found her pretty daisies, she picked them and she's got them in her hand. She's probably got like a whole idea what she's going to do with these daisies. Maybe she's going to take them home to mom. Maybe she's going to take them home to daddy. But maybe she's going to give them to the dog. Or maybe she's just going to stick them in her pocket and forget. You know, who knows? But she's got her daisies in there. And she sat down. And it's almost like maybe she's tired. It's getting hot. But then some of them fell out of her hand. So almost like, you know, if you go to put them from one hand, some of them fall out. Look at how quickly she adjusts as I talked about that. Like, it's kind of like shock and sadness at first. Oh, did my daisies? Where they go? My head's like, oh, they float. Where are they going? And then just seeing the different ways they float, right? It's like sort of that, how would an adult perceive that? Look at the daisy as something maybe more than what it is. It's gone. It's not in your hand. And instead of getting caught up in that fact, the inner child is like, oh, but look, they float. Look at how that situation changes and transforms. This is almost like we're being shown some sort of new magic here. What... Like, right? What is this sorcery that makes daisies float? And where are they going? Why are they going in that direction? Or the water's going in that direction? Do you see what I'm saying? Like okay, is there some type of inner fire within you that is taken to solitude and it's sort of burnt out because things are going too slow? The fire creates solitude because of slowness. The drive, the desire, the passion, the excitement, the mischief, all of that. The chaos has gone into solitude. It's almost like it's quieted. This inner child is trying to reach out to adult you. Yeah. Because don't stay sad, right? Little kids don't usually stay sad for long. There's always something new to grab their attention and to fascinate them and to show them, you know, magic. It is all magic to a child, isn't it? Like thinking, oh, I lost the daisies. Oh, they're floating. Oh, they float. Oh, where are they going? And then that usually leads to something else to discover. The fox, there's the speed. This feels like a different energy than that. Like, it feels very different. I don't know who this is. I don't know if this is something maybe that you've lost or something that's coming in to replace something. Because God is guiding this. This is being guided by God, 100%. And it's fast. It's speed. God is working quickly. God is working as quickly as possible here for something. This little, she's so cute. I just want to go on I want to go on a little walk with her. She sees. My mom was laughing at me the other day. We were swimming and I found all these things that I throw into the pool and then I put my goggles on and I go down and I dive. She's, aren't those for kids? I'm like, yeah. But I like doing it. She said, you know, you're 53. No, yeah, I'm 53. She said, you still like to play like a little kid. I said, I do. I have a healthy inner child. Yes, you do. You too. Okay, so child sorrow. Look at, if we read these, fox, speed, cross. Solitude. No. Wait. Let me put it in the right order. Fire, solitude, slowness. Child, sorrow. Oh my God, waiting. It's another situation card. Actually, so is the snail. The cross isn't. Who are they waiting for? Who is she? Who are they waiting for? They're waiting for someone. Waiting is sad. Waiting is sad. Inner child is like, well, maybe she had to wait for something, right? Maybe she's going to church, or maybe she's going to go pick apples, and nobody else is ready yet. So, well, she probably shouldn't be unsupervised by that body of water. Say that, and there's rocks and stuff too. Anyways, it's a perfect safe world in this drawing, right? So what has she done? She's found something to fascinate her. And even when she thinks she's losing some of it, it becomes another level of fascination and learning and exploration. Sorrow waiting. Sad waiting. Is somebody here even waiting? Now, I don't know if there's a spouse or a partner or something that is not there. Because in both cases, right, there's like an adult woman with a child and there's an adult woman with a whole bunch of kids. And, oh, interesting, because the fox is the perfect partner. God is guiding the perfect partner to you. That's literally what that looks like. Your inner child is trying to tell you, just be happy. Just be happy. If you are waiting, don't be sad while you wait. Find magic. Be curious. Find magic, mommy. Looks like, right? Be curious. Come and pick daisies with me. Wait till you see what happens when they fall in the water. Maybe the fire. I feel like the fire is the drive, the desire, the passion, the oomph in life, right? Because this solitude is just, really bound, and things are moving so slow. Maybe your life feels like it's in slow motion. I want to read the cross from the book. The bear, the umbrella bear. That's interesting. The umbrella bear. It is kind of coming across as a very steady, protective energy. Underline, a very steady, protective, immovable energy. You're protected. The cross. Look, fate, karma, completion, predestined, suffering, punishment, atonement for sins, purification and transition to another level, duty, burden, obligations, hardships, trials, examination, traditions, burden, sacrifice, religion, faith, ending, miracle. The advice of this card, don't give up. Go through the lesson of life, no matter how difficult it may be. Don't lose hope. Maintain faith and carry your cross consciously. Now, let's read the fox. Everything else is just so self-explanatory. Okay. The fox in this book is described as action, agility, work, intelligence, cunning, deceit, betrayal, falsehood, greed, treachery, duplicity, flattery, intrigue, speed, quick reaction, advocacy, PR, wisdom, trade, illegal activity, speculation, seduction, observation, and surveillance. I get that from the fox. I feel like this is watching. The fox is watching. It's interesting, too, that we talk about, like, action, agility, quick reaction, speed. Advice, stay vigilant. Carefully scrutinize all transactions and avoid placing blind trust in anyone, as a threat may come from someone close to you. Interesting. Fox. I need tarot now. This is so intriguing. The fox. is karmic and destined. Fast, speed. It's almost like God is working as quickly as God can work here. Look at the hermit, the path. Okay, is that the solitude? So the solitude is over there with the slowness. The fox wants things to speed up. The fox wants things to move more quickly, but the fox can't. It's weird. It just gives me this vibe of like somebody on the other side of the river that's trying to get to you. There's like someone on the other side of the river that is trying to get to you. They want to get there quickly, but they can't. Again, as I'm thinking, if this fox is looking at you're down there, you're like the child energy. And from a bird's eye view, yeah, it's like right there. But if this is down in a valley and the fox is way up on like a cliff face or something like that, you know, to get down there, it could take quite a bit of time to do that. There could be rocks, there could be forest, there could be all sorts of shit, right? That has to navigate. So even though it's like it's right there, you still can't get to there instantly. It's really, really interesting. So the fox is apparently the energy that is feeling solitude. Maybe the fire has come through. Oh, karmic. Maybe karmic energies are being burned through here for destiny to be able to have them. The fire, right? Staying away from the fire means slowness. This fire burns slowly. This fox energy definitely wants to get to where you are. And it's like whatever the fox represents to you. I mean, it could be a partner, but it's almost like waiting. It's sad waiting. Yet the fox wants speed, but can't have speed because of the cross and the fire. Fire. The Three of Swords. Wow, no, the fire causes pain and sadness. The heartache? There's so much like this sorrow energy here. The fire does cause sadness. The solitude causes sadness. The slowness causes sadness. There's a lot of repeats here, right? We have repeat twice with fox and speed. And then I feel like the cross and the fire are both kind of repeat energies. And then we have a slowness and waiting, right? When we're waiting for things, they tend to go slowly. If something arrived quickly, we wouldn't really be waiting. And sorrow with the Three of Air. The child. Earth. Oh my God. Wow, that's profound. There's a fox there. Down there by the gnome. Look at that. Earth. I think it's like an Ace of Pentacles. The new beginning. Right? It's just like that little girl is waiting to go pick apples, but everybody else is not ready. So instead of waiting in sadness, which could be an option. I mean, a child will do that. They'll just be like, no, I want to go pick apples now. And they won't get that out of their head and be maybe sad or upset about it. But they can be so easily distracted. But I feel like that leads them to learning. A new beginning. See, she could actually, oh yes, as I don't know if this is like a message on how to approach something that you're dealing with or a situation that you're waiting in, because the message really looks like, instead of being sad, like as the little girl says, oh look, we can go and pick daisies. Wait till you see how they float in the river. Like, it's like doing little adventure in your life while you're waiting. Does that make sense? Like, it's allowing yourself to be curious, finding magic. Because there's a new beginning here. There is a new beginning. And it's interesting how the fox is there with the gnome and the salamander. There's sharks, mermaids, and pixies, and eagles and butterflies. And there's a phoenix with the salamander, makes sense. Hermit, the path. The Nine of Earth. The Six of Water. And the Ten of Water. This fox is something coming to you. This is part of Soul's journey here. This fox is coming to you. I don't even know if you know what it is, or it's just something that represents something in your life that you're missing, that you wish would be here now, that could come. For some of you, I think it is a partner, like a real ideal partner. It's someone that you would build like true happiness with. And the Three of Air, the Four of Water, the Four of Cups, the Maiden of Air, it's like the Page of Swords, and the Eight of Earth. There's something. Is there something here that is seen through this crystal ball with the Three of Swords? Something that is seen. Something that is first missed. And then it's almost like seeing the perfection of life. Again, which takes me to this little girl, this child, watching her daisies float away. She's absolutely in the rhythm. There's just such a strong message here about seeing the perfection of life and how you are in it. To be curious. To not get caught up too much in disappointments. See what the disappointment turns into. But try to do it with an open, childlike mind. I've never pulled cards where I feel so strongly that there's like inner child is just dying for you to listen to what she has to say. The Ace of Pentacles. It's too, it almost looks like somebody received some type of bad news. I'm gonna pull cards on each one of those in a second. The Earth card, the Ten of Fire. Wow, there's destiny and all the stars up there. The burden of destiny. The Seven of Fire. The Mother of Air. Wow. I really love that. It's like wisdom being imparted. It almost feels like a mother goddess energy, giving wisdom to a small child to reach an adult here. Tell me about the sorrow. The Four of Air. I love this card. You see how he's following these signs and synchronicities, and nature has got it all under, like, perfect. Okay, he's going to see the coin. He's going to walk to this, like, why is there a coin there? Or he sees the 4-leaf clover just floating in the air. Something that is drawing him there, right? I feel like the black cat serves as a warning, and this raven, like, don't go down this alley. So he will come to this point and go, oh, and go the other way, right? In the same way that sometimes, like, nature will guide this little girl to follow her daisies and see what happens. Oh, and she'll learn something. It might take her, she may decide to run along the shore and see where the daisies end up going. Why do they go in that direction? What's down there? See, the sorrow is the four of air is a healing card. So it's healing sorrow. Situation is to heal sorrow. It is to follow the signs and the synchronicities. That will take you, that will show you where you're going. The loss of the daisies isn't the loss of the daisies. It's all part of the adventure. It's all part of the signs and synchronicities. You didn't find the daisies to take home and put in a vase. You found the daisies because you were going to sit down and transfer them from one hand to another, and some of them were going to fall in the water. And that was going to serve as an interesting distraction that led you to something else, that leads you to something else. And the waiting. The Four of Earth. The Four of Pentacles. Yeah, that's waiting. It's just holding tight. It's holding tight. There's something that you're waiting for. Something that you're supposed to wait for. Why is this card? Look at the world here. The World card. We're waiting for some sort of major ending to have this new beginning. Something that has to end naturally, all on its own here, through a cycle. And you're not meant to just be stagnant. I really feel like that. I am. Okay, the Two of Fire is at the bottom. Two of Wands. Desires and wishes and hopes. Well, there you go. That's your message. Listen to your inner child, my friends. Listen to her. Listen to her. She'll bring you to some daisies. Thank you so much, everyone. I'm going to go do the extended. In the extended, I'm going to do what I did yesterday. I'm going to go to the sister deck, and I'm going to go into the shadows of the Middle Ages, and I'm going to look a little more deeply into these energies that we have on the table right now. If you would like to follow me to the extended, there are 2 options in the description below. Thank you so much, everyone. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.